Hi everyone, my name is Ben Wright, Human Cartoonist Extraordinaire, and welcome to the continuing Let's Play for PARANORMASIGHT. This is the first recording, Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. Happy April Fool's Day. And I am currently joined by two April Fools, KelciDComics and cocomomoart. Say hi, guys.
Good night, everybody. Happy Christmas.
Yep, should have known. Should have known it'd get weird.
You brought this on yourself, man.
I do. I bring it on myself.
You introduced us as the April Fools, and so you opened the door. The door with the clown nose for the door handle. And so we had to reach out with our mighty paws and go, honk.
Once a year, we throw a party here in town. Wait, no, that's January.
Before we get into it too far, I do want to remind everyone that we are doing a fundraiser for the Trevor Project, an organization whose ultimate goal is to end suicide among LGBTQIA youth. There is a link to donate directly underneath the video. You also have the option to subscribe to the channel. Subscribers don't have to see ads during the ad breaks and get access to custom cost-paying emotes, which are pretty nifty. So definitely consider checking that out. I also have prepared once again no period summary of what happened last week in PARANORMASIGHT.
Let's freaking go.
This ought to be good.
Last week in PARANORMASIGHT, shit got heavy.
10 out of 10, no notes.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Speaking of, maybe we should put a little bit of a content warning at the top of this, just in case.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull up the content warnings real quick.
I could think of a couple offhand. Content warning, occult stuff.
I got up now. Alright,
okay.
So in general, going forward, all streams for PARANORMASIGHT, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, will include discussion of body horror, jump scares, and gore, as well as occasional visuals of the above subject matter. Stream from stream will vary, but there also may be dated representation or discussion of mental health, implied or directly stated sexual assault, particularly sexual assault of minors. There may be discussion of murder and suicide, but not showing the actual act of. And there may be discussion of child murder / endangerment, the discussion of, not the actual act of.
Well said.
Yeah.
I am also getting
encompassing list.
I'm also getting requests in chat to actually talk about what happened last week. I do actually have a no period summary written up in case people got mad that I just did shit got heavy. So I may go ahead and do that and just use the other one for the short.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So last week in PARANORMASIGHT, everyone started meeting up when we got Tetsuo touching base with Mio and exploiting child labor to do his cop job, and which put extra sus on Ashimiya the janitor as a possible Nejima. And then after they split up, we finally managed to connect Ario and Richter Kai, and everybody decided to Kool-Aid Man into Michio's old residence to discover that EY was dead and had messed up occult stuff inside, and Richter found a journal saying EY was a Nejima fanboy and that he killed Shuichi for a ritual which caused Mommy-Dom to flip out and make some good internet content. And the current theory of the PCs is that Michio is somehow alive and killing people that wronged her.
Can I say, it is so great that you summarized it as they Kool-Aid manned into the apartment.
I mean, it's accurate. It was that I was going to work in either that or say that Richter Kai Sparta kicked the door.
I like Kool-Aid manned. That's so much better. I was leaning away from the microphone so that I could laugh.
Yeah.
There you go, Gary. Hope that explains everything.
Oh, hi, Gary. No, I'm shocked that you didn't make a short of him going, "Screw you, shitty door."
You know, there's still time. I can go back.
There is still time. Capitalize on the 30,900 new followers that you've got.
I should clarify on that.
Maybe not followers, but like views.
Yeah. So I've been posting the replays of this over on my YouTube channel, just BWHComics, same as everything else, including a bunch of shorts. And this past weekend, Apparently the algorithm decided it really liked those shorts because they got 3,900 views on all the shorts from last week's stuff. So, yeah, those seem to be getting popular. I highly recommend checking them out. I especially recommend checking out the ones that embarrass Chloe.
Good sir, how dare you?
I still get a kick out of, man, you need to breathe. Fuck your breathing.
That is one of the most popular ones.
Yes.
Good.
It also has some of the most replay value, and I suspect that's because it's only like 7 seconds long.
Oh yeah, shorts that are like 10 seconds or less get the most replay value and get the most replays, or at least they have the potential to.
Well, honestly, like, that wasn't even me speaking through Haraway. That was me telling Tatsuo to, like, back off. I mean,
yeah.
Come on.
I was also, I remember reading that and being like, well, he's telling her to calm down, which I get, but it's never the right thing to tell somebody.
No.
Especially not the mother of the child who got murdered. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go ahead. I think this is enough faffing about. Let's jump in to Paranormasight.
Sounds good to me.
Also, we mentioned this last time. I assume we're going to be jumping back to, wait, what's that name? Hold on.
Seimon.
Seimon. Okay. That
Seimon.
looked wrong in my head for a second.
And that's because you are a pervert and a heathen, and you need to be off this stream.
Excuse you. If I had a nickel for how often you guys thirsted over Richter Kai, I'd be monetized. Anyway.
We can't make a doof insurance quote. It's happened too many times.
All right. Seimon.
All right.
Okay, I'll read this one since there's probably not going to be a ton of talking from me. It's going to be mostly you two for this scene. Okay, Saemon, Yako Sakazaki. Summary of previous events. The rite of resurrection is the inception of this whole affair. Yako and Mio decide to confront the man responsible for spreading rumors of it in the first place, Hideki Araishi. They find him at his frequent stomping grounds, the Kurokikyo Cafe. Dato.
All right, everybody, put your hands in the air. I've got a real-ass gun and a badge. Bang, bang.
That's also one of the most popular ones we have. Excellent.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Yako Sakazaki, 12 p.m. Kurokikyo Cafe.
Well, right off the bat, I see a mockingbird right now.
Yes.
Yep. You know, normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about having permission from the police. Remember that.
We know. It'll be okay.
So, what did you want to ask me?
First, can we look around?
Oh.
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Get that mockingbird!
Oh, yeah.
First thing I want to ask is that
mockingbird.
it's 3 birds!
Oh,
Three birds with one bullet.
Oh
Bang,
my God,
bang.
I love them. Do you see the little butt on that one? Oh my gosh.
I love them.
I love them so much. Oh my gosh. Look at
Yes. This is my posse, and if you tell us any lies, they will cut you.
them. They would
Chirp,
cut you
chirp.
to death.
Chirp, chirp, motherfucker.
Yes, the birds do look
All right,
like they're in a band. Okay, let's find them.
Okay. What's it?
There we go.
Oh, there they are.
The Sparring Sparrow Brothers.
Oh my
I love
God.
them.
I love them so much. Oh, this
I
is
think-
so delightful.
I think my
I
favorite
like that
one
they
is the
have
one with the yellow.
megaphones.
Yeah, I think my favorite is the one in yellow because the little head tilt. It was like,
Oh,
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
that's... Yeah, what?
Is this the girl sparrow biker chick from Hot to Boyfriend? Is this her gang?
be great if it turns this whole time Paranormasight is a crossover with Hotiful Boyfriend.
And
see,
we never knew.
Because Hot to Boyfriend is the bad end of the Paranormasight story. We have to avoid that future. Or embrace it.
Ariane in chat. I choose to believe it is, in fact, her gang. Okay. Anything else?
All right. Let's investigate.
We can click inside.
Inside. Oh man,
I've
I
never
love that
been
game.
inside of a cafe before.
A cafe? I've never been to one before. How exciting! It's pretty smelly inside because of the cigarette smoke, but...
Files updated.
Ooh.
Kurokikyo Cafe, a coffee shop on South Warigasui Street. Kurokikyo Cafe's convenient location has made it a favorite of businessmen in the neighborhood. Although formerly a relaxing location where classical and jazz music were played, the cafe has begun incorporating some pop songs into its playlist at the request of customers. The most popular menu item is a pilaf served with black coffee, although cream soda topped with a large scoop of ice cream is also a popular choice.
Delicious.
Fashionable cafes featuring jazz and live performances were in vogue until the mid-Showa era, when the number of cafes offering a carefully brewed cup of coffee in a relaxed atmosphere began to increase. Many of these locations also have public telephones, making them convenient meeting places. However, they also developed a reputation as hangout spots for delinquents, leading a large number of schools to forbid their students from patronizing them. In recent years, table arcade games have become a big hit, affording cafes installing them a steady stream of customers.
Nice.
Nice.
Also, what's
up?
Words.
Did.
Go back to the files real quick.
There were some highlights. Kidnapping, parentheses, overview.
Ooh.
A kidnapping and murder case that took place in Hanjo, Sumida around 1 year ago. Haruo Shigima's son, Shuichi, age 11, was kidnapped on his way home from school, with a ransom being demanded that same evening. Initially, the kidnapping was thought of as a simple extortion scheme, but when it came to light that the Shigima family was closely tied to the police, and Shuichi was in fact the grandson of a senior official, it was quickly assumed that the perpetrator was acting upon a grudge against the police force. The kidnapping was treated as a direct attack against the good name of the police, and a large-scale investigation was launched that used the best equipment available to trace phone calls. This made it all the more embarrassing when they were unable to catch the culprit, losing the public's confidence. The culprit grew cocky, relentlessly mocking the police force. After 3 days of failure after failure, Haruo reached a breaking point. Spurred by concern for her son, she resolved to hand over the ransom money as fast as possible, but her husband and father, who held the prestige of the police in high regard, refused, saying that they would not let the criminal win by giving in to their demands. The increasingly frantic detective assigned to the case lost his temper when the criminal called to give an ultimatum, causing the culprit to never make contact again. Another week passed, and Shuichi's body was found floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi's death could be largely ascribed to the police's incompetence, but this was ultimately covered up with stringent media embargoes. The investigation was never closed, but the case has long gone cold. Subsequent investigations revealed that the culprit was in fact Kankichiro Iwai, an unemployed man. Toshiko Shiraishi, his common-law wife, and Michio Shiraishi, their daughter, acted as accomplices. Kankichiro routinely used violence against both Toshiko and Michio, that's an understatement, to force them to do his bidding, and it is believed that he coerced them into becoming accessories to the crime. Kankichiro wanted to use the boy as a living sacrifice for his magical studies, meaning that the ransom was never actually the primary motive for the kidnapping. The reason for targeting the Shigima's family's son was due to a personal grievance.
So I know it's largely just the legal jargon that they used. I don't think it's fair to ascribe the title accomplice to Toshiko. Well, Toshiko actually did do the murdering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was forced. Her hand was forced. But in Michio's case, I don't think it's fair to call her an accomplice because she was put in a situation where it was like, your life is in danger.
I think in that case it's an unwilling accomplice. Like you're forced...
accessory would fit better, I think.
Yeah. I could see that.
Oh, so you're calling women accessories. I see how you are, Chloe.
Hey.
Jesus.
Hey. I'll sick my bird gang on you.
All right, let's ask the old man his questions. Or ask him some questions.
Nope. Okay.
Yes. Can we talk about my curse stone?
Oh, if you would.
Right. We wanted to ask you about this.
Oh my, a curse stone. An Okame mask, that must mean the Fool's Procession. You two were at the school last night? Damn, there of all places. Yako, you're one of them? You're a curse bearer!
Please calm down, Mr. Araishi. Your reaction is too intense. You're kind of scaring me.
Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your curse stone?
What would be the best way to approach this?
Maybe flatter him. He is a bit of an egoist.
It is funny to, like, intimidate him. Mio, pull out your gun!
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! I'm police chief now.
Yeah, I guess we better flatter him.
It's just, a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these curse stones.
Let's go crazy.
Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most well-versed in this matter.
You're the only one we can count on, Mr. Araishi. Won't you help us, please?
Oh, am I now? In that case, there's no harm hearing what you have to ask.
Hold on, I need to retch for a second.
I know!
I was making those noises, but it wasn't picking up in the mic. Maybe that's a good thing.
Thank you.
This is also a chance for me to play the really slimy dude.
Yes.
I like playing slimy dudes. I can't help it.
Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and 7 Mysteries Curse Stones happening now?
Oh, taken an interest now that you've received one of these curses, have you? You sound like a researcher, starting your questioning with your subject's origins.
Mr. Araishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you?
No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Oh, woo. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research. Oh, woo.
That is his awoo face, isn't it?
That is his awoo face.
Then, do you know of the ancient Onmyodo ritual known as the Feast of Shadows?
What is that? Something from the occult? Miss Kurosuzu, you look like the type to be interested in those things, but it's outside my field of expertise.
You mean? In that case, why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone.
It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it that you want to know?
Well,
He may not tell us anything else if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. Oh wait, that was supposed to be a whisper.
Mio, inside voice.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Pretend I said that in a whisper.
We need to make something up.
Right.
Make something up. Thank you, game. God, I had no idea what we were going to do next.
I love the tongue-in-cheek writing of this game sometimes.
I also love Mio's expression here, just like, oh, you're about to say something stupid, aren't you?
Oh no.
God, you're stupid. I like that in a girl.
Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity, and I think it would really help our research.
I see. Now that you mention it.
What is that face? Are you about to fart?
It's like, hold on, wait, yeah, I pooped. No, this is a normal thing in cafes. You wouldn't know.
I had a really bad baguette. It's disagreeing with me.
Seems like he's reluctant to answer.
Then how about...
You might want to save before choosing one or the other.
Yeah.
Because one option could go really bad and the other could actually lead somewhere. I just don't know which.
I have saves that are a month apart. Look at that.
Wow.
Damn.
He's a little emotionally constipated, you might say.
Yes.
So right off the bat, if I'm remembering correctly, when Tetsuo and Aria were talking to him,
Yes.
he seemed like he perked up a lot more when they were interested in his research.
Yes. He is, after all, a nerd who just wants to talk about his research.
I was about to say,
He just wants some validation.
That's how
Yeah.
you get nerds to talk. You talk about the thing they're nerds about.
Yes.
Then... what does that record of fates that you've been researching say about the Rite of Resurrection?
Oh, I see. That's what you want to know. Allow me to first elucidate you regarding the author of the Record of Fates. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper.
Yeah, okay.
The Record of Fates was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little-known onmyoji called Seiman... Oh, give me a second. Tsuchi Mikado.
Nailed it.
Okay. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this.
Oh, shit, now it's my turn to mess it up. Seiman Tsuchi Mikado? I've never heard of him.
I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed onmyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. Or so it is written in the Record of Fates.
Huh.
As brilliant as Seiman was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the Rite of Resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Honjo in Edo. The Record of Fates are the writings Seiman recorded on the road to Edo.
I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself?
The Rite of Resurrection makes use of Abe no Seime's specialty, the Taizan Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. It used soul dregs to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called.
Oh wow. I never knew something like that existed.
Thus it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into soul dregs in the first place. So the Rite of Resurrection calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents written in the Record of Fates end there.
There's no more? What about the 7 mysteries or the curse stones?
There's nothing written about them in the Record of Fates. The curse stones are separate from the Rite of Resurrection. Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite.
Huh. That's similar to what Mio said, actually.
Files updated.
What do we got?
Onmyoji.
An officially appointed government position with the Bureau of Onmyo in medieval Japan. Onmyoji were tasked with performing divinations and rituals. They would employ the Chinese philosophies of yin and yang and wuxing, the 5 elements, to compose astronomical charts and almanacs. High-ranking practitioners used a variety of mystical arts, including ones that brought natural disasters and curses. Onmyoji were also tasked with exorcising demons through the usage of shikigami. Onmyoji thrived during the Heian period, in part due to the work of the famous Onmyoji and later founder of the Tsuchimikado clan, Abe no Seimei. However, Onmyoji began to gradually decline in number after samurai gained control of Japan. At the same time, many of their miraculous arts were lost along with the development of civilization. Although the services of Onmyoji were typically reserved for the upper class, there were a number of shunmonji, or hidden Onmyoji, who worked for the common folk. Rite of Resurrection also got updates.
Yep.
The Rite of Resurrection. As indicated by its name, this manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by a once famous onmyoji. Local researcher Hideki Araishi recently discovered the old manuscript and gave a presentation on it at an academic conference, sending ripples through the field of occult studies. According to the Record of Fates, this mysterious ritual was devised by the gifted onmyoji Abe no Seimei. It converts the souls of the dead bound for the underworld with soul dregs collected as sacrifices through the Taizan Fukun ritual. This secret art of converting souls to soul dregs is out of reach to all but the most skilled practitioners.
So, Chloe, you're better at keeping track with the names. Have we seen Abe no Seimei before? Because that's really familiar.
We have not. I don't recognize that name. Although... Wait, hang on. Go to the 7 mysteries.
Like the top tab?
Yeah, go. Okay. which was the one that talked about the I forget the name. Which was the one that talked about the witch?
The foot washing mention talked about one of them.
Can we go down?
She was an accomplished on Myoji.
After a fierce battle, terrible revelation. Her feet were ulcerated. Okay, yeah, no, they don't. He's not mentioned here.
The only other one would be the Evergreen Beach. Because the Evergreen Beach one, the guy was like, "Oh, it was that witch who seduced my master," blah, 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 blah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of, but that's Jinkichi.
Isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
I think Haunted Clappers had an element of that. Oh, work of that vixen who appeared suddenly, blah, blah, blah.
That witch, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm starting to see it. So this guy is referencing the woman who became the curse for the Fool's Procession. Mm-hmm. And this is the one that talks about Jinkichi, who is the father of Toki, the girl in the Whispering Canal.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we have not mentioned Seimei. He is new.
Okay. Something that didn't click with me before.
Yeah.
They mentioned here, this one's tied to the ukiyo-e boom, which ties into that artist dude.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay.
Jinkichi is the artist.
Oh right, he was an artist.
Oh no, you're talking about Hokusai.
Yeah,
Hokusai. Okay,
Hokusai.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Araishi.
What is it, Miss Kurosuzu?
You published a theory before the incident took place. It said that the rite of resurrection and origin of the 7 mysteries of Hanjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that?
You really know your stuff. But about that... That was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for the Occult magazines. Oh, woo.
Really? It was just nonsense then?
Not exactly. Oh, woo. Rather... It's not a complete fabrication. There is a basis for it.
And that is...
Well... Oh, I suppose there's no harm telling a couple students so passionate about this topic.
Thank you.
This is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the Record of Fates. It was just after Seimon arrived in Hanjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Hanjo.
A conflict over resurrecting the dead?
I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That is the only remaining reference.
9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual.
I call this tragedy the Hanjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research. And I suspect that this Hanjo incident might be the very origin of the 7 mysteries of Hanjo.
So what you're saying is... the resurrection ritual at the root of the Hanjo incident is Seimon's rite of resurrection?
Yes, that is how the Record of Fates ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first, Seimon brought the rite of resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point, Seimon was likely using a different name. Then in Hanjo, 9 people fought to the death over this rite, the Hanjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo. That's more or less the course of events. Files updated! I'll let somebody else read this.
The Hanjo incident. Sorry,
Bless you.
I leaned a little too hard into the mic there. During the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. That's that.
Yep.
So that's how they're connected. Then if I'm getting this right, the 7 mysteries were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite.
And there's more. With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory.
You are?
Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries etched into those who received the curse stones.
Resentful memories.
Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted in your mind.
Oh, I did!
Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Hanjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involved dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken of as the 7 mysteries. Thus, gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together, it will reveal once and for all what happened during the Hanjo incident.
Huh.
That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako.
Mio? Should I?
I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. And remember, I got a gun under the table. About the resentful memory.
Okay, Mr. Araishi, I'll tell you about the memory of the Fool's Procession.
Excellent.
Sorry, chat says, this guy looks like he's an old car or mattress salesman when you used to see on TV commercials.
Yep.
What's the first thing I think of? That one fake car commercial where it's like, screw you, Baltimore.
Yes! I love that one. I also like that he's got his eyes closed now. He's like, what? Oh, sorry, pooping again.
Yeah. He's definitely got that kind of...
Yeah. So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival.
Interesting. It's not that one, then.
That one? What do you mean?
Among the 9 victims at the Hanjo incident, that is to say, the 9 curse echoes, one of them is Seimon himself, or so I suspect.
Huh? Seimon was one of the victims at the Hanjo incident too? Meaning an Onmyoji as powerful as him also became a curse echo?
Right. It would make sense that the curse stone tied to a curse echo like that would be special.
The power of a curse stone is different based on the curse echo? Mio! Then maybe with Seimon's curse echo we could!
Yako! ×3. Anyways, yeah. We may be able to settle this whole situation.
Hey, what are you two whispering about?
Oh, we were supposed to be whispering.
Oh, right. Sorry, my bad. Oh, nothing. Sorry.
Stage whispering.
I like to whisper too.
We were doing the soliloquy thing. Mr. Araishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far?
I have learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the Foot Washing Mansion, the Ever-Burning Lantern, and now the Fool's Procession makes 4. Of those, the most important are the Foot Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach.
What are they about?
First, the Foot Washing Mansion. An Onmyoji appears distinctly in this one.
Really?
But not Seimon, I'm afraid. A female Onmyoji who sought the rite of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Boy, that sounds like a woman we were talking about last session!
I know,
I was just gonna say. Oh, an onmyoji is kind of, it's kind of like
Witch,
a Japanese
witch.
term for a witch. Yeah, she's
Witch,
a witch.
witch. A witch! I'm not a witch, I'm your wife! Okay.
You know, something also that's occurring to me,
Huh.
it would be interesting if there are parallels between what some of the people are like and the actual curse echoes. Like, I wonder if there's crossover there, too. Because that
Maybe.
sounds so
Probably.
much like her.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Her legs, which she had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Saemon.
Oh,
Her curse echo
Okay.
Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. That detective did well to escape this one.
You're welcome for me changing the settings.
no, that was the storyteller saying you're welcome.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Are you still drunk? God dang it,
Who's
storyteller.
talking? Who's that? What?
I'm watching the television! Buddy!
So, a female Onmyoji and rival of Seimon was involved in the Honjo incident. That certainly is interesting.
Next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Jinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead. A woo.
The rite of resurrection!
Precisely. This man Jinkichi must have been in contact with Seimon. If I could just collect all of the memories. Everything will be revealed and the truth of the 7 mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire.
Before I read this next line, I got confused. I thought they said that Jinkichi was an ukiyo-e artist. No, Jinkichi was a Netsuke carver. And that's what all the little figurines are. Those are Netsukes.
Oh!
7 mysteries. Evergreen Beach.
Beach. There we go.
Known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Netsuke clasps.
Oh my god, did he make the original Netsukes?
Probably.
Oh.
Hold on, scroll back up a second. I saw ukiyo-e mentioned. The
Yeah.
prosperity that the ukiyo-e boom brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he'd ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man even at death.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
Maybe the ukiyo-e artists are talking about is Hokusai. And this guy was like, I want to be just as good as Hokusai, but just in my specific craft.
The Netsuke clasps?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
Wait a minute. Wait. He deceived us with his so-called rite of resurrection?
Okay, that's Seimon. He's talking about Seimon.
Ooh, he's talking about Seimon.
The man who tricked the people with his false dark arts swings from a rope. Is it saying Jinkichi was Seimon?
They thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the garden of the daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Jinkichi. Jinkichi was pinned as Seimon, but he was not Seimon.
Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. So, Seimon he was the one who told the people about the rite. Jinkichi bought into it wholesale, and he crafted the Netsukes that became the curse stones. And
Oh,
then,
that
through
makes
the
then-
order...
He
Through the
became the,
story,
fall
yeah.
guy. He
Yep.
became the fall guy for Seimon.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, yeah. It's all coming together.
Oh, you haven't read this line yet.
Right.
Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse bearers.
Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives. But they might not even find the other curse bearers, so I must take measures of my own.
Other thing,
Yes?
you never really finished about what the trigger for all of this was.
Well, ooh.
Little sweat droplet.
You can't woo your way out of this one. We got you.
Oh.
Better
Bang,
start
bang.
talking. Yeah, I was about to.
I don't know.
Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you?
Mm-mm.
It has something to do with how you obtained the Record of Fates, right? How did you really get a hold of the Record of Fates? To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time. It could be a disaster if we don't hurry.
What are you talking about?
Someone left a warning that at sundown today, they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago.
What? Something so terrible will happen?
I won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it.
Mm. Ooh.
Mr. Araishi, please, tell us everything you know.
I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the Record of Fates by a woman.
A woman?
Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice.
A woman's voice?
It said, "I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the rite of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month." And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet.
What was she, like, up in a tree?
1 month. She specified the time period?
I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity, I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the voice since then.
It must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse. To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right. This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all of this.
Hence, I went public with the Record of Fates. Hihaku and Occult magazines immediately jumping at the news was a financial boon for me.
Hihaku? Isn't Hihaku soaps?
Right. I mean, no, that's not important. Just some personal business.
That.
After that, I waited, trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. That's when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. A woo.
Anything else you know?
No, I just said those are all the details I had.
Think really hard about it.
Very well. I've told you this much. I may as well give you one more thing. A woo.
Thank you. What might that be?
About Seimon's Record of Fates. A woo. There is a sort of continuation to it, another document called the Record of Fates Yin Scroll.
A continuation?
Actually, a section written in Seimon's own hand was appended to the manuscript. According to which, after the Hanjo incident, Seimon lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Hanjo incident would turn into curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection.
Really?
Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange?
What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information inaccurate?
If Seimon died in the Hanjo incident, then he wouldn't have written an addendum.
You really don't get it, do you?
Huh? Am I wrong, Woo?
Have you forgotten the ability Seimon possessed?
Of course not. He could use the rite of Oh. You're telling me Seimon used it on himself?
The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. Then is it not possible that Seimon himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place?
But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite.
Yes, and that's why they died. The 8 others besides Seimon.
What? They died in the Hanjo incident for their soul dregs? That sounds like it's the same as what's happening now.
That's why I need the resentful memories, to learn the truth.
I get it now.
The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Record of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Seimon's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. It seems that over their long history, the 2 documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family line branched.
Daemon had descendants? So there's someone out there related to him by blood, even now?
In fact, I tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known Onmyoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscript has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down is quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll.
I'm sure you do. So basically, in the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll, Seimon himself wrote about ways to handle the curse and the rite, yes?
That's right. I've been searching for it all this time, but haven't found a single lead. So if you 2 find out anything about other resentful memories or Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? Oh. That's the real extent of everything I know. Files updated!
Okay.
Why don't I,
do you want me to read this one? Okay.
Let me read it,
Ben
'cause
hasn't really been talking much.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
are doing
yeah.
a lot of talking. The Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. It is said that Seimon Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Hanjo incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the Rite of Resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Seimon. And Record of Fates. The Record of Fates, an old manuscript from the Edo period written by the sorcerer who recovered the Rite of Resurrection. It is viewed as a priceless and authentic document due to its detailed account of how to perform the ritual. Hideki Araishi claimed he found it in the storehouse of an old private residence, but it was in fact entrusted to him by the mysterious voice. The manuscript was written by Seimon Tsuchimikado, an onmyoji from the Edo period. He was an extraordinarily adept practitioner, but after being banished from his family for researching forbidden arts, he changed his name and moved to Edo.
Okay.
The mysterious voice, aka some rando in a tree.
Some rando in a tree. That's the headcanon. It's just he's just hanging out there. It's like, oh, here you go, random book.
Good fates. A whoosh.
Look, until we have other evidence, that's what I'm believing.
Yeah. So something I'd been meaning to bring up because I've been thinking about it since last week. One of my other theories. I feel like so many of my theories right now are who's dead.
Okay.
Well,
what was
for
her
sure,
name?
for sure, this whoever that guy was.
Yeah. But the thing I started wondering is, what if what set everything off is the chairwoman dying?
You think
Because-
she's already dead?
I think it's possible, like, with what was just said, it's possible that the Rite of Resurrection was the contingency she put in place after she died to bring her back. Because one of the things that was said last week was she was desperate to find resurrection stuff, but then mentioned may have had contingencies in place if she died. I think maybe this is the contingency.
Maybe.
That
I mean, it
could
would track
be.
for why we haven't seen her yet, and we've only seen her assistant.
Exactly.
Right.
Maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm gonna see what unfolds.
Yep. I will also throw out another thing. I wonder if Nejima is part of an offshoot of the family that actually had the scroll, because there's evidence that he'd been doing weird stuff for a long time. All right.
Wait, before we continue. Sorry, Mio. Well, because Nejima said, he's like, I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. What if he got mysterious voiced as well? Like, what if somebody told him, oh, you should do the Rite of Resurrection. It'll be totally cool. Like what happened with Araishi, because Araishi was just like, oh, I just heard some random voice, and then suddenly the scroll was there telling me what to do. And Nejima, for the most part, like, everyone was saying, oh, he was seemingly a normal guy, and then one day he just started doing this crazy shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can see it.
let me take that line.
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help.
If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Yako Sakazaki, 1 p.m.
I like to think that sticker that's in the cafe...
Street.
Because students can't go into the cafe normally, I like to think Richter put it there.
Absolutely.
We learned a lot. Hehe.
So, to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the Rite of Resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll may have info we want since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it.
Right. Hehe.
It's really hard to talk in the half-woo voice.
Yeah. And it's hard to, like, read her lines when every line looks like she's going,
Hehe. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this situation.
But even Mr. Awaishi didn't have any leads on where it is, a woo. How do we start looking for it, a woo?
Looks directly at camera.
Someone involved in this now must have some connection to it, I think. Looks directly at camera. I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curse is involved too.
Right.
Looks
Okay,
directly
they
at
really
camera.
are looking at us, aren't they?
Yep.
what is this, Dora the Explorer? Can you find the Yin Scroll?
Who do you
Maybe
think you are,
it's
the
in my-
storyteller? Shut the fuck up.
See,
Maybe
the way they're
it's
looking
in my
at
backpack.
I'm suddenly getting paranoid. I'm just looking around in my office. I'm like, do I have a scroll in here? Or...
The only scroll that I have is on my wall, and it is a Big Trouble in Little China promotional poster.
I'm sorry, I
Ooh.
have to throw out something I just spotted in chat. The speculation came up, why do I get the weird impression that Rando in a tree is the storyteller? Which...
Maybe.
I
mean, he is
Turn off the whole fucking thing!
He is pretty drunk right now.
If I can get back down.
Also, shout out to Gary. Swiper, no swiping the scroll.
Also, one thing that is worth pointing out, since there was an interesting point there. The storyteller's sex is question mark. And it's clearly wearing an old person mask.
Oh.
We've been using he, him pronouns because technically it does use he, him pronouns. But,
They could be anybody.
yeah.
It could be anybody.
So it could be a lady. Right.
Pointedly looks at camera.
Can we look around? No.
Can we look around?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
Let's talk about what to...
What about the nearby area?
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know what's nearby here, don't you?
Oh, you mean where Michio?
Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always get cleared away anyways.
I'm sure it must be hard to have to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me. Yako?
Yeah?
When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too?
Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. Why?
Did anything seem different that day?
What's this all of a sudden? Though, now that you mention it, that day, I suddenly felt lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. That's kind of important information.
You know, like you do. Don't even worry about it.
Healthcare in Japan is free. See a doctor.
I mean, for real, man.
But I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it.
I see. That's all I was wondering about. Thanks. Hehe.
Hmm?
Exorcism. About what to do next, about the mastermind. Maybe about the mastermind.
Yeah.
Or what to do next.
Some kind of mastermind.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing in my head.
Yeah.
Whoever's behind that voice that gave Mr. Araishi the record of fates. That must be the mastermind, don't you think?
They really
Looks
do keep
pointedly at
looking
viewer.
right at us. Yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary.
Stop looking at us.
Do not perceive me.
Huh? You don't sound like the Yako I know. Then let's catch him and make him spill the beans.
What is that face? Hey, wait. Oh, that could have been the Awoo face. I missed it.
Oh no!
I missed my chance.
If it comes back, we'll let you a woo.
Okay.
Then let's catch him and make him spill the beans.
Awoo.
I thought you'd say something like that.
Really? I guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now.
I understand.
Oh, more on the mastermind?
Yeesh.
I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice. But I'm also interested in the female Onmyoji who was a rival of Seimon.
Alright.
Oh. All right.
So, Mio, what are we going to do next?
Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Satsumi. We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Mr. Satsumi might know more about it.
Should we go back to school then?
Yeah, that's our point of contact after all.
Excuse me! Oh, sorry, you want to do it?
I'll do it. Excuse me, you girls over there.
Oh, look who it is!
No!
That was the wrong voice entirely then.
Whoa!
Excuse me, you girls over there. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention.
And who might you be?
Yutaro Nabagaki.
Mio, get your gun ready.
Ugh, I should probably tell you. Until yesterday, I was a curse bearer. That should clear things up.
Curse bearer?
Oh, you don't need to be scared. I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion.
Foot washing mansion? So you're the one Inspector Satsumi was talking about?
You already know Inspector Tsutsumi? That makes this simple. There's nothing to worry about.
Oh! Hey! You're... in the driver's seat!
I knew it!
Yako?
Yes! Wait, what? Just now was I doing something? Did Mio slap her again?
Yep.
Either that or somebody else slapped her. A certain someone with braids in their hair.
Sorry. Mr. Namagaki? What might be the matter?
Right, I actually wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time?
Fuck no.
Stranger danger! Stranger danger!
I have a gun! Bang bang! Discuss something? With us?
You were talking about Michio Shiraishi, right? It's related to that.
Huh?
I'm sure you would learn a few things yourselves. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around Ryogoku Bridge.
Something rubs me the wrong way about this. But he mentioned Michio. What do we do?
Talk to Yutaro or go to the school first?
Save!
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We're saving.
Yeah, we're saving because this is a major beat.
Alright, what do you guys think?
Well, it is Yako's plot, and Yako would definitely be like, but you know something about Michio! Please tell me about my girlfriend! I mean ex-girlfriend! I mean best friend! I mean, tell me about Michio!
I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I suppose we may as well hear what it is you have to say.
Glad to hear it. Then shall we relocate elsewhere?
And then, if it turns out that he's a murderizing, we can just reload.
It's true.
Yako Sakazaki, 1 p.m. I always do the voices of the creepy dudes in Yako's storyline.
It's because the other two voices are us.
Yeah.
Quick, before we continue, look at the ghosts in the background. They have a nice hat.
That's true.
Watermelon, 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 watermelon.
Oh, apparently they went to go get watermelon.
Did you guys see that watermelon stand?
Watermelon, 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 watermelon.
Wow, watermelon must be on sale today, huh, Michio? I mean, Yako, damn it.
Sorry, I got the names mixed up.
In case anyone doesn't know, this is a film thing. When they have extras in the background having just random conversation, what the actors are actually saying is watermelon over and over again.
Oh my god, I love it.
It looks like random conversation.
Yep.
Alright, let me take this line.
So, what did you want to discuss with us?
Let's see. How do I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you two to use your curse stones to bring Michio Shiraishi back from the dead.
Joke's on you, we've never been told anything straight in our lives.
Nah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Anyways. What?
Huh?
It's why I was pursuing the rite of resurrection in the first place. Unfortunately, I had to give up my curse stone before I could succeed. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you for this.
The stink eye from Yako.
Yep.
I'm sorry. This is all so sudden. I still don't understand why you would want this. What exactly is your relationship with Michio?
Well, we met briefly once.
At high velocity.
Is that what we're calling that?
I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day.
Right. While it would be great if we could bring Michio back, but we've already decided not to use the rite of resurrection.
Is that so? It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind collecting the soul dregs for you if you gave me your curse stone, you know?
We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop this curse.
I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll have to give up on the curse stones.
Thank you for understanding.
Where did Yako go?
That's a good question.
Phew. I thought he was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. But why does he want to bring Michio back? Huh? Yako?
You left me by the big rock!
Wait, has that always been here?
Apparently, El Dorado is native for Great Big Rock.
Quick,
Amazing.
quick, study the rock. Do you see any stickers on it?
Nope. Unfortunately, no.
Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Did she go off somewhere while we were talking?
Oh?
I finally caught up to you. I don't know if you noticed me following you or not. But leading me to a secluded place, you've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your curse stone. Either you hand it over, or I'll have to take it by force. Wha- Why? Are you... No, she's here again. I don't understand. Wait, it was just an accident. I swear, I didn't mean to. That's why I was trying to bring you back.
You're
already too late.
Wait, what? What?
The alternate ending.
Oh my god, these credits are going so fast.
So fast! Quick, credit everybody.
Jesus Christ! Slow down.
Okay, so who called it that Yako was possessed by the spirit of Michio?
I think it
I've been
was
saying that
Ben.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, these are going so fast.
Yeah. Dang.
Jeez. Oh, so
Well-
fun fact.
Presented by Square Enix.
So fun fact. Oh wait, shit.
Fumichiko Nejima went on to use the power of his curse to commit mass murder, shocking the public with the unprecedented tragedy. And from that day on, Yako Sakazaki was never heard from again.
She's currently in the Warner Tower.
Ending 1, Michio's Grudge.